All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Arakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders and teachers of Great Millstone to rule well and teach well. Brother Hawashai Shai Zion, I want y'all brothers to take a look at this, man. All right. Now, again, man, the scriptures say, you know, find more bitter than death, the woman, right, whose hands is as snares, tricks and traps, rather, you know, some snares and bands, basically, which is tricks and traps. So I'm going to play this clip and just want you to understand how heartbreaking, you know, this is, man, in America. This is what you got to deal with here, man. There's nothing you could do about it because the so-called white man's in power. Listen to this.
Nigga saying enjoy it while she's cheating on him well. Damn, bro, you can see the pain in his voice, man. This actually hurts to see, man.
Now, and again, it says, you know, she that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth. So the woman, like he said, enjoy it while it lasts. Yeah, because you know what? You're going to get justice. You know, the Lord's going to revenge every little secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil. So while this woman probably thinks she got away with this, you know, and this is just a little, it appears to be like some type of like soap opera or drama thing. But even if it is real, which I believe it is because the pain he's coming with, is still wicked, and it outlines the wickedness of a woman. You know, all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman, okay?
The biggest betrayal that a woman can ever do to a man is be pregnant, have a child, and then that man finds out later on that that child isn't his. So I go, contrary to YouTubers that say the red pill is dead, shit like this happens every day to men. As long as women keep being thoughts, exercising hypergamy with no shame, the red pill will never die. And this comes from Chief Trumpster. Look at this shit, chat. Increase the volume.
And by red pill, he means, you know, men who are up on knowledge of how these women actually act and face the reality of that, the fact that they're wicked and they're evil, you know, and you got to outsmart them at every turn and be on guard constantly with women, even with women who are cool with you. They'll figure out a way to basically overtake you. So don't think that woman's not plotting on how to try to get better than you. That's what she's doing the whole time. How am I going to get power? How can I get this guy? How can I get him to get his guard down? That's why you always got to be austere, you know, and you got to watch yourself around these women. Don't expose yourself too much with these women, you know. But what I mean by that is mentally, you know, don't be mentally out there too much, because if you tell them too much, pillow talking, you know, give them too much information, you know, you got to be very, very stoic around these women. All right. All right. And go look up the term if you don't know what it means. But you got to be very, very, you know, inconspicuous. All right. Don't be all out there and voicing everything, every little thing. You know, a fool uttereth his whole mind. You don't want to speak everything that you think with women, especially, and even with men, you know, because anybody could get you, really. But the woman, especially your woman, she 9 times out of 10. That's why he makes a statement, you know, you should be vetting these women for 6 to 9 months before you make them your woman. You know, sometimes you know right away, you know, whatever the case is. There are definitely different circumstances like that, you know, because I've met chicks and we just hit it off the bat. We just knew, you know, we were good to go, you know. You just get along good and you straight. And sometimes it's like that. But these modern day women, man, they'll lead you to this.
Shit is wild, bro.
¿Sí? Sí. Ya ha hecho un antes y un después, tío. Lo hace usar la respuesta, tío. No quiero esto. Papa frita va a llorar. Qué vergüenza, papa frita, tú eres un mierda.
Guys, that's subtitles. I know you guys are probably like, what the fuck is this Spanish shit?
Toda tu vida de esto, disfruta, disfrútalo, disfruta.
Nigga saying enjoy it while she's cheating on him. Wow. You blow me up inside. Wow.
Me he reventado por dentro.
Tranquilo, Montoya, por
Yo no he
favor.
hecho nada, coño. Solamente sentí.
Damn, bro, you can see the pain in his voice, man. This actually hurts to see, man. God damn.
Puedo ver esto, Sandra. ¡Cabrona!
Por Montoya, por favor.
Wow.
Montoya.
¡Cabrón! ¡No te amo!
Montoya, vuelve.
Wait, is that nigga going over there?
¿Dónde está?
Bruh. Now I know why you niggas wanted me to react to this. Guys, what you guys are seeing right now is unfettered male rage at women cheating, right? And there's a biological reason for this, chat. Like, infidelity hurts men far more than it hurts women. And the reason why is because men have way more skin in the game when they deal with women, right? And I tell you guys this all the time. This is why it's so imperative where when you meet a girl and you get her, you're automatically going to be a disparity 9 out of 10 times because men have to provide value when they deal with women. Women don't have to provide value to men. So your job as the man is to provide the value, get the girl, and then your fucking job after that is to ensure that she invests more in the game than you fucking do from that point forward. I'm gonna say that one more time for you niggas because I think that went over a lot of your guys' fucking heads, and this is life-saving advice right now, okay? Listen up! All jokes aside with the Kanye West shit and everything else like that, this is the most important fucking thing you're gonna hear on this stream today, okay? Clip this and send it to a friend. When you get into a relationship with a woman, you inevitably always end up where you've provided more value to her. Why? Because men are deemed as the courtship guys, the ones that plan the dates, lead the dates, etc. We must display value to get access to women. It's not just with humans, it's with peacocks and a bunch of other animals as well, where they must peacock, no pun intended, themselves to the female to show that they have the ability to have adequate resources, protection, etc. The bird building a nest, the peacock showing his colors, etc. This is what it is in the male species all across the animal kingdom, where men have to invest significantly more to get sexual access for reproduction. It's a biological trait in us. Now, with that said, once you get the girl and you attract her, it's your job from that point forward to ensure that she invests more into you than you invest into her. Yeah, I fucking said it. And this is something that no one's gonna fucking tell you guys. Whether it's Chris Williamson, Sadia Khan, or any of these fucking people that think that they know or understand modern dating or dealing with modern women. Your job, once you attract a woman, is to ensure that she invests more into the relationship than you do. And the reason why is because women only respect what they work for. That's a human nature fact. But with women, it's even more so. Because we live in a deregulated sexual marketplace. Since we live in a deregulated sexual marketplace, women think that they have access to all these men. Women think that they're better than men. They think that you need to work for them. So you need to flip the script. And once you attract her, put her to fucking work. Because I'll tell you guys this, idle hands do the devil's work. If your girl's working and she's constantly trying to chase her validation, she don't got time to fucking be fucking around with other guys. She's more concerned with chasing your validation. A woman can't serve two masters. And if she's not serving you, she will serve someone else, whether you know about it or you don't. So you absolutely must make the girl invest more than you do. What you guys are seeing right now in this video is a byproduct of a man that's invested an enormous amount of time, resources, and energy into a woman, and she's betraying that trust, and he's watching it with his eyes. This is something that really enrages men.
Because it's adultery, man. Now take a look. Take a look at the scripture, man. Adultery. All right. Exodus 20:14. Thou shalt not commit adultery. And it's supposed to be punishable by the death penalty. Leviticus 20:10. And the man that committeth adultery with another man's wife, even he that committeth adultery with his neighbor's wife, the adulterer and the adulteress shall surely be put to death. And don't think because the Lord ain't catch you that that's not going to happen to you. All right. Especially if you're doing it out there, like just willingly, knowingly, knowing what's going on. You see what I'm saying? Because the punishment is going to hold true, and you're going to have to face the judgment. And again, these women think that, you know what I mean, nothing's going to happen to them because they don't believe in the scriptures. But, you know, it goes back to this. Let's go to Romans, the 3rd chapter. In the 3rd verse. For what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of the Most High without effect? God forbid. Yea, let the Most High be true, but every man a liar, as it is written, that thou mightest be justified in thy sayings, and mightest overcome when thou art judged. Yeah, so that whole we listen and we don't judge bullshit, you know, y'all women think, you know, that's this. It's funny saying it, but you have to understand because it's stupid. That's why it's stupid. But it's very serious that these women, they take it for granted and they think that is something that they could really do. No, you can't. We make mockery of that shit. We listen and we don't judge. Listen what's going to happen. Galatians 6:7. Be not deceived. The Most High is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. So you women going to catch that judgment. Verse 8. For he that soweth to his flesh shall of the flesh reap corruption. But he that soweth to the Spirit shall of the Spirit reap life everlasting. And let us not be weary in well doing, for in due season we shall reap if we faint not. As we have therefore opportunity, let us do good unto all. And let's talk about the Israelites, especially unto them who are of the household of faith. Okay. Bottom line. So, and especially those Israelites that believe, man. Well, why? Because they're like-minded, people. And that's the scriptures talk about, man, being of one mind, you know what I'm saying? All speaking the same thing. And why is that so beautiful? And beautiful what we do, and all you brothers, what you do in preaching the scriptures, it's a beautiful thing because you are doing the work of the Lord. And that cleansing by the scriptures being preached, that cleanses people's spirit, man. It comforts the spirit and it cleanses them. So we don't like seeing stuff like this. We don't like seeing this, man. Damn, that's a bad shot of this guy.
Because, men, we have to work for everything that we get, to include the girl. The only thing we ask for response from women, with all the resources and protection and provisioning that we provide them, the only thing men really, really care about when you get down to it is paternal insurity. Is the kid mine?
That's not necessarily true what he's saying, but I know what he's trying to say. Basically, loyalty. You just want the woman to be loyal, but not necessarily. We want more than that. Because scriptures say, stumble not at the beauty of a woman and desire her not for pleasure. She got to be a real true servant to you. She got to really truly be helping your purpose in life. If not, that woman don't serve no cause for you, man. She don't serve no purpose for you. Oh, just because she's loyal, that's just reasonable. That's expected. You don't get kudos for doing things what's expected of you. It's like you got chores to do around the house. That's like giving me kudos for basically taking out my garbage, on garbage day or whatever. I make sure to put the garbage out or whatever. Hey, man, I don't get no medal for that. I don't get no strap around my waist, man. You know what I'm saying? The belt. I don't get the championship belt for that. You know what I mean? These women, man, listen, we mean cooperation. We want loyalty. We want respect. All right. We want them to honor us with their fidelity. We want them to be, helpers, soothe our souls, speak good things, be chaste, keepers at home, loving and warm and tender, delicate. We don't want and clean and smelling good and fresh and sexy, man. Good looking girl, like everything that a woman should be. Not none of this shit that they kick in now, man. This modern day woman shit is not it.
The biggest betrayal that a woman can ever do to a man is be pregnant, have a child, and then that man finds out later on that child isn't his. It is every man's worst nightmare.
And I know a guy that happened to, man. You know what I mean? And I was warning him that, yo, man, you should be preaching the scriptures. You can't just be going con or whatever. And he was like, yeah, he just brushed it off. I told him to go meet with the brothers. He lived in the city in the same city where the brothers were at, or relatively close, and he never went. And then years later, you know what I mean, come to find out, he had a kid or whatever, and he still ain't teaching. All right, he's lukewarm as hell, and the Lord ain't dealing with him. And his kid that he thought it was his for the longest time, he was taken care of for no reason. They got a paternity test or whatever, and it wasn't his kid. She cheated on him. Same dude who was going con. All right, and then they no longer together. You know what I mean? And it's a judgment because you didn't want to go out preaching. You didn't want to hearken on to the prophets. We told you to go out teaching. You claim to know all these scriptures and talking all this stuff. You on fire on Facebook, on the internet. You're on fire. But when it comes to actually going out doing the work, see, these people don't want to do no work, man. And that's why the Lord ain't dealing with these guys, man. You see?
I would argue it's the functional equivalent to a woman getting by a man in a dark alley with a clown mask on. That's every girl's fucking worst nightmare. Well, guess what?
It's also some of their fantasies too. These women actually fantasize about that, man. You know what I mean? But let's see his point.
Raising a kid that we thought was ours and then finding out that kid wasn't ours is financial of us. That is every man's nightmare. The difference is this. Society doesn't care about our worst fear. Society doesn't care about us raising a kid that we thought was ours. Society doesn't care. You're still on the hook and you got to continue to get. Society doesn't care about men at all. So since society doesn't care about you, women don't care about you. We live in this deregulated sexual marketplace, this gynocentric society. that tells you that you need to be, this upstanding gentleman, you got to bring all this value to the table, etc., which I actually agree with in part. I do think the man needs to be chivalrous, etc. Your job once you get the fucking girl is to start getting payback. And what I mean by payback is it's time for her to start putting in work for you.
Now that's all just some, little worldly shit, but the bottom line, what I'm highlighting is that video, This damn video is what we want to highlight, man.
Dusty ass room giving you guys bullshit ass commentary, and they're not fixing any fucking problem. They can sit there and make clips of life better. Do they have any ability? Everything else like that. Bro. Bruh.
And she already on top of the dude. Even if she didn't commit the act, she's already guilty of it. She already guilty of it. She already did it, in their mind. So even if you stopped it, it don't matter. That girl already committed adultery, And Yahweh Shai talked about that. Yeah, they already committed the act in their heart and in their mind,
This is fucking crazy, bro. Wow.
Yeah, so don't wind up like that guy, man. All right, brothers, Lord willing, this was edifying. I'm going to give all the praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakwadash, Shalom. And this is all fair use, too, by the way. I'm just, I'm not making any money from this video. This is just showing and highlighting and teaching. It's it. Shalom.